and that alone has not changed. What has happened, though, is the journey in the sense of what they're using, what kind of research, what are the tools, the technology has changed. And a lot of it Louis C.K. actually talked about. So this top of the funnel, this is that attract stage. This is where that prospective customer is just learning about you, your dealership, your product. Maybe they're not brand loyalists, they just need a bike, and they're gonna start from there and just seeing what some of the features are, maybe some helpful hints, things like that. So this is that top part where you're trying to attract them. You have your traditional media, which we're all familiar with, your radio, TV, print, and then we have digital media. So this is the new era of social media, your website, and of course using that mobile phone. We'll get into that and how big of a part that is today. In the middle of the funnel, we have that convert part. Now we're trying to get that information from them. This is also an awareness stage. Now they could be between two different products. This is where they are looking more of that information, reading reviews, maybe between two products, and now they have to make that decision. When they make that decision, we're into that close, right? We're here to move metal, let the good times roll. And then the one thing we never stop doing with marketing is marketing. We always market from that top of the funnel all the way down to where they're their customers. And this is that nurture stage. This is where we want them to become brand advocates, be repeat customers, buy the swag, give it to family and friends, and they also can spread the word again. So we never stop marketing. And so this is your traditional funnel, but it has changed a little bit. Mobile phones, we talked about it. Who does not have their mobile phone with them right now at this moment? There's always one, okay, two. Wow, that's a lot today. Usually there's maybe one, but for the most part, 99% of us have our smartphones on us. So they're totally integrated with our life now. So 77% of you checked your phone first thing this morning. 52% checked it before you even got out of bed. 40% are using it at the dinner table. And then last but not least, 90% of you are using it in the bathroom. You know who you are. Saw some of you last night. So mobile and the customer. Here's the Kawasaki. This is what the website looks like on the mobile device. So 75% of shoppers have admitted to using their mobile device while shopping in stores. Why would they do that? They obviously have done some research. We know they do a lot of research prior to even coming in and making that purchase. Now that we got them into the dealership, why are they still going on their mobile phone? Products could be out of stock. Model currently unavailable in that store. Biggest one is probably price comparison shopping. These aren't in exact order. And then researching product reviews. We don't have a lot of time today to get into the product reviews, but I will touch on this just for a little bit here. Product reviews are extremely important. Research has told us as marketers that your customers are reading reviews and trusting them at about 75%, 72%. Friends and family, they trust about 90% when they get recommendations for it. So the fact that product reviews play such an important part, we have to monitor them. If you aren't monitoring them already, please go back and monitor them. People are writing good reviews and they might be writing negative reviews. We know that the negative reviews aren't always as bad as sometimes people say they are. And with a simple reply, sorry you had a bad experience. Even if you know, like you recall the incident that this person had, and you know you were right and they were wrong, at least apologize, because they did have a bad experience. In your reply, you want to take that review quickly offline. So the last thing you ever want to do with a review, if you're replying to somebody, is to go back and forth, back and forth. Usually it doesn't end well, so take it offline. Please contact us, put your phone number on there. And the other thing is, if you ever wanted to give them something, an offer, you never want to do that online, because then people will see that you're willing to give something away or discount, and we don't want them to take advantage of you. So definitely read product reviews. Yelp, for example, is a big one that people monitor. You don't have to create you a profile on Yelp. A customer could actually create it on your behalf in a way. Now you can claim it. There's a whole bunch of details about that, but it's important. So don't think, well, I didn't create a profile, nobody can leave one there, but they actually can. So it's important to go back and review that. And then last but not least, while they're in your dealership, they're going to access social media. Again, social media is great to see what people are saying about your product. It's where also you can leave reviews. Facebook is huge. A lot of people actually have more reviews on Facebook than they do, let's say, Google and Yelp combined even. So why use social media for local paid campaigns? Facebook, for example, is the world's most active social platform. It has something well over 1 billion active users, not just people who sign up, people who at least log in once a month. And then 90% of Facebook's daily active users are coming from their mobile phone. So when we're talking about local ads, what are some of the benefits of it? Local brand awareness is one. Foot traffic. It can drive through the ads people back into your dealership. And it is cost effective. I should say extremely cost effective, especially when you're comparing it to the traditional forms of media of TV and radio. So we'll get into a little bit about Facebook advertising. And the reason why we're gonna pick Facebook with our limited time, it's because again, more people are using it, and they're using it as part of this customer journey and their purchasing decision making. As a small to medium business, this is very beneficial. And one of the reasons why is Facebook has retooled their whole platform. A lot of this started when Facebook became a publicly traded company, I guess about 2 years ago now, and they had to drive revenue. So they rehauled their whole ad campaign. And social media for Facebook really is now a social advertising platform. It is designed for everybody in this room. It is really geared towards the SMBs, small to medium businesses. Why? You can locally optimize your ads. You can reach people near your business. You can do a real tight radius around. When people get close to your business and they're on Facebook, it pops up. Current customers. This is fantastic. So a couple slides ago, we talked about how we never stop marketing. You can create an ad that reaches your customers. Well, how does Facebook know it's your customers? You have to give them a little bit of information. One of the things that you can do is upload an email addresses. If you're currently not collecting email addresses, I highly encourage you to start collecting email addresses of your customers. Even if you have no plans of doing any sort of emails, if you are, that's fantastic. If you don't, collect your email addresses. You can use tools like Facebook. Google also allows it for AdWords campaigns, and you can reach your current customers. Again, drive them back into your dealership. Refer a friend, whatever it is, this is a great tool. And they also take cell phone numbers. You can reach them that way as well. Exclude markets. So a lot of times, maybe we have a 25-mile radius around us, hypothetically, that we want to reach. However, we know there might be certain towns or areas that we don't want to market to. We just know business doesn't come from that area. Facebook allows you to exclude that area. So again, you get a little bit more precision focused in your targeting options. So it's less waste. Multiple locations. You can pick and choose if you have multiple dealerships of where you send your ads to. So again, extremely helpful. Call to action. Call Now button will show up on your Facebook ads. What this allows is when a customer or prospective customer sees your ad, they can actually literally call right from the ad. It's a great tool. Get directions. You can have a map embedded in there, and they will use that map from wherever they're physically located and navigate to your dealership. And then learn more. You want to drive them to your website. It's a great call to action that drives success. So here's a recent ad we did at the beginning of the summer for Kawasaki USA. Everything I talked about is very good with Facebook advertising. I think this part right here about behavior and interest, this is what separates Facebook from any other platform that's out there right now, traditional and digital. It's the ability to target people based on their behavior. One of the things I love about being a marketer is the tools and the technology that we have right now. It is amazing the amount of information that we can find. For Facebook, for example, you can find out and target people who recently purchased sports and outdoor equipment, for example. We can find out people who have recently just purchased a home or in the market to buy a home. How many credit cards do they have? What is their household income? What is their education level? You can use all of this in your targeting when you're creating the ads. That behavior targeting is extremely powerful. As a marketer, I love this. As a consumer, it's a little scary. The interest category. You can target Facebook fans that like a specific Facebook page. This is ideal. You can target your competitors, people who like your competitors' Facebook page. Now, the asterisk to that is not every single competitor will be listed that you can target. And Facebook actually hasn't told us why they select who can be found and who can't be found in the ad creation process of what Facebook fan pages you can target. But if you have a huge dealership that you're competing with, there is a chance that they might be in there. Go after them. So now, what can dealerships do? Offer a better in-store customer experience. How do you do that? Optimize your social media pages. They're going to access it, whether it's actually in the store itself or in their research process before they get there. Engage with your customers online, both when they leave a review, but also on your Facebook page. If someone makes a comment, respond back to that comment. By the way, going back to reviews, if someone leaves a negative review, I didn't touch on this, you cannot delete reviews at all. However, if somebody leaves a comment and it's a nasty comment and they're getting out of hand, what you can do is, instead of engaging back and forth with them and they're trolling your page, you can hide that comment. By hiding that comment, nobody else can see it, and the person who left that comment has no clue that you hit it and have prevented it from everybody else seeing it. And then last, provide helpful information. People come to your Facebook page because they're looking for a few things. Generally speaking, they're looking for any sort of discounts or offers, but they're also looking for tips and tricks, helpful information. When you create helpful content, you're building trust. When you build trust, you're that much closer to getting them to be a customer. And when you build that trust and you have a good relationship, they're going to come back again. We're going to bring Adam back out, and we're going to talk a little bit more about the 2017 Power Select program.